I've helped multiple guys achieve life-changing results from losing 20 plus kilos to getting them photo shoot ready, and these were the 5 biggest mistakes that they were making with their diets before starting with me. And follow me for the next 6 minutes because I'm going to go into the depth of each point and tell you how to avoid it so you can be set up for success on your next diet. Number 1 is underestimating the amount of body fat that you need to lose. You have more body fat than you think. Most lads don't understand what lean looks like. They say they need to lose 5 or 6 kilos, but in reality they need to lose a lot more to get to the position that they want to be in. More importantly, they underestimate how long it's going to actually take. Getting lean isn't something that you're going to do in 6 weeks. It takes patience, consistency, and time. Go in with the mindset of long-term change. Understand your limitations of how hard you can push yourself, how experienced you are with dieting. 2 people might have the similar amount of weight to lose, but it's going to take them a different period of time depending on where they're starting at, how experienced they are, and also if they have any social occasions, holidays, or anything that's going to pop up during the period of time of dieting. Like Callum here, who dropped 14 kilos in 30 weeks, and Tommy, who dropped 12 kilos in 12 weeks. Callum had a lot more social occasions and holidays, so his took a lot longer to diet than Tommy's. You have more weight to lose, and it might take you longer than you think. Just go in with a mindset of long-term change. Number 2, you don't understand how to navigate social occasions. Social occasions are going to be inevitable whilst dieting, no matter how hard you try to avoid them. And this is where most diets fall apart. You end up being perfect through the week, but completely wrecking your weekends and forgetting that calories even exist. And now I'm going to say something now to set the tone. You will need to reduce the amount of social occasions you have whilst dieting. Then from there, going into a plan with those social occasions is going to set you up for success. So for instance, my client Tom here, he had birthdays, social occasions, events, all going on whilst he was dieting through the summer. What we did is we managed these social occasions by 1, picking and choosing which ones were the most important for him to enjoy himself at. 2, then going in with a plan throughout the week to pull his calories down, and then a plan for when he went to the social occasion. What sort of food will he be eating? How many drinks will he be having? We set a solid plan to ensure that that social occasion would not derail his progress, and held him accountable on the next day to make sure he picked back up. One social occasion won't ruin your progress. It's important you pick straight back up the next day and get right back to things. Number 3 is you're not thinking about your food choices. Yes, we need to be in a calorie deficit in order to lose weight, but we also need to think about the food choices that we're having in order to achieve that calorie deficit. And they play a massive role with being able to be compliant with the diet. Let's take this example of crisps and potatoes. You can have a small packet of crisps for this amount of calories, or you can have a decent amount of potatoes for a similar amount of calories. Now, this is a bit of an extreme example, but you understand what I'm trying to get at here. We need to focus on high fiber, high protein, and high volume foods to keep you fuller for longer. And also, we need to think about the thermic effect of food, which in basic English means is how many calories our body will use to digest this food. Fiber and protein is really hard for your body to digest. So in turn, it not only keeps you fuller for longer, keeping you more satiated, but you burn more calories digesting that food, giving it a double whammy. That's not to say you can't have a small treat within your diet or fit something that you enjoy in, but your diet has to mostly be made up of whole foods which are high in volume, high in protein, and high in fiber. Number 4, your macros aren't set up correctly. We need to look at our current body weight and get our protein goal from this. We need to times our body weight in kilos by 1.8 to 2.2. I always go for 2 grams because it's just nice and easy. And our fat level should be anywhere between 0.6 to 1 gram per kilo of body weight. This is to help with hormones and overall health. And the rest of the macros need to be set up for carbs. Carbs are your main energy source, and we need to make sure that we're prioritizing them around our training window so that we can ensure that our performance is as best as it possibly can be. Number 5 is relying too much on cardio. Most people think that fat loss comes from smashing cardio, when it doesn't. It's a tool that we can use. You burn a lot of calories just simply existing, breathing air, walking, digesting food, doing your day-to-day tasks, and moving your fingers. So instead of just introducing loads of cardio, I want you to do this instead. Look at your weekly average of your steps, and then trying to increase this by 2,000 steps per day. So for instance, if you're doing 7,000 steps per day, make an effort and try and get it up to 9,000 steps per day, as this is our lowest hanging fruit and it will have a big return on investment. Then if you do cardio, keep it low impact. On the treadmill, Stairmaster, bike, we're not trying to batter our bodies here. We're trying to elevate our heart rate, so we should be in a conversational pace, but also at the point of where we're slightly out of breath. To wrap it up, fat loss isn't about doing one thing perfectly, it's consistently doing all of these 5 things. Your calories, your food choices, your activity, your lifestyle all dictate how fast or slow you'll be able to make progress. Now, this might sound like a lot and you might be a little bit confused on where to start with it all. This is where I come in. I help each one of my clients break this down in a very simple manner so that fat loss seems very achievable. And if you're interested in one-to-one coaching, you can directly message me on Instagram, or if you're interested in finding out what coaching is like and would like 4 weeks for free, use the link in the description below to find out more.